What up, you guys? Empress of Duality here. For those of you that are new or might not know, my name is Brooke. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Love Vibe Tribe, my subscribers, my Love Vibe Tribe. You know how much I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the abundance and love that you bring into my life. If you are new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I post a new video and go live for live mini readings. I am a twin flame in union. I'm the divine masculine within my connection, and Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot, go check him out, is my divine feminine. I do personal readings, so if you would like a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box below. However, Danny and I do a reading / session together. It's called the Journey to Your Awaited Fate reading. We've had many beautiful souls invest in this journey with us, and transformation that has come through, the messages that come through, it's just, spirit never ceases to amaze me. So I invite you guys to consider investing in the journey to your awaited fate. I am doing Scorpio today. I'm a Scorpio. I love doing Scorpio readings for some reason, but anyways, if my messages or my energy resonate with you guys, please drop me a like. It really helps out my channel. Drop me some comments and let me know how these messages resonate with you guys. I love connecting with you guys, building a relationship with you guys, and hearing y'all's stories. I have created a safe and sacred space for messages of the highest good only to flow through, messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity. They are ready to talk. Like, there is so much energy coming through. Okay, Scorpio, let's get it. I probably forgot something in my spiel, but you know what, you guys? It is what it is. With that being said, what up, Spirit? Let's fuck it up. So, Scorpio, for those of you that are new or might not know, I do channel messages straight from Spirit, straight from Source, and then I will pull some cards. So for you guys, the first thing that I heard was Scorpio. Hold on, how did I hear it? Scorpio shit! That's what I heard in my head. It reminds me of Danny. Scorpio shit! Anyways, okay, I'm done. That's the first thing that I heard, and I got excited, and I was like, okay. Scorpio got some good energy. And then I heard slow and steady wins the race. I feel like some of you guys are really, even though there's this beautiful light energy around you and all within you, like it's just beautiful. You've opened up a lot of space is what it is. Letting go of the old, shedding the old, and opening up this beautiful space inside your energetic field. And it also feels like you are the light. You're in the epitome of darkness, right? But that's what Scorpios do. We're not afraid of the darkness. And the only thing about it is when you're in the darkness and you are the light, right? You're this little light in the darkness, and your light shines on your shadow side and shows you the limiting self-beliefs, shows you your fears, shows you your negative thoughts about yourself, your negative perceptions of yourself and others, right? When you're that light in the darkness, you begin to see what the darkness holds and transmute it into something that serves you, right? But anyway, then the energy switched up a little bit, and it's like Spirit was saying, you've gotten really good, Scorpio, at adapting to the people or energy that you are around. I'm a Scorpio. I was a bartender. I was a waitress for like many years in my life, and one of the best qualities that I had was being able to, no matter who I was around, adapt to that energy and connect. That's the thing. A lot of people have these beautiful personalities, but they lack the connection with one another. But you, Scorpio, you're one of those people where it doesn't matter where you are. You can adapt to the energy, and you can connect with people on a level that they respect you. They're willing to listen to you, right? So it honestly feels like there's just like Spirit speaking through me. That's how it feels. But anyway, so you've gotten really good at that, right? And that energy, when I was tapping into it, it reminded me of the chameleon. So I had written, you're like a chameleon, always blending in. This chameleon energy has been very helpful with making connections in your life, and as well, this chameleon energy has helped you it's helped you bring success in your life, okay? So then they got me to check out this deck that I never used, and I'm gonna start using it. It is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and they had a chameleon. Oh, you can't see that. Hold up. Got y'all. Hold up. Beautiful freaking card. Chameleon Spirit. 14 breaks down to a 5. So I'm going to read this for you guys, because this message is absolutely for you guys. And it says, Spirit, okay. Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dreams. Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do, until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. And I think that's one of the themes of the energy today for your channeled messages, Scorpio, is sometimes adapting for you meant sacrificing yourself, sacrificing who you truly are to fit in, right? But now that you're raising your vibration, the main thing we got to do is be authentic, right? So you're learning how to adapt without losing yourself. And this chameleon energy is about learning how to dance with others. I love that so much. So hold on. I got one more message for y'all. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can be a very heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you've tuned in to channeling emotions that aren't even yours? I experienced this yesterday. I was in like this weird energy. Like, let me tell you, when I say the light in the darkness, I truly mean it's pitch black and you are the only light in the darkness. That's the energy, right? And yesterday I was just like the light in the darkness. All I could hear in my head was like these negative thoughts, negative thought forms. Powerful negative emotions were coming through, and like it had me all fucked up, okay? But then I recognized, like, I was observing the energy, I was observing the negative thoughts and the emotions that were coming up, and I was like, this isn't mine. This is not me. I don't know who I'm connected to, but Archangel Michael, can you please cut, sever, and cauterize whatever energetic cord this energy is coming from? I send whoever this, I disconnect from the energy that is causing me this discomfort that is not in alignment with my highest good, and I send the energy back to where it came from, right? And my energy shifted, like literally. So let's see. Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. 44 on the bottom of the page. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a timeout is the answer to this temporary dilemma. Beautiful, right? Beautiful freaking messages. So the last part, I got for your channel messages, Scorpio, and they're usually not this long, but Spirit had a lot to say to you guys, and y'all are coming through. You know, I call in your higher self, the people that are watching this video, the souls that are watching this video. I ask Spirit to guide you guys to these videos because these messages are for you. You know, I'm channeling you guys, y'all's energy as a collective, right? And the main theme of this message is adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to play or dance with others. There's this, the last part of your channeled messages, Scorpio, is there's this whole other side of you, okay? Scorpio, I get it. There's a whole hidden Brooke, right? There's a Brooke that nobody sees. There's a Brooke that is creative and playful and funny and intuitive and like wild, right? There's this wild energy, this hidden energy of who you are. And it's actually what's happening right now is you're being called to be what is natural to you, Scorpio. No matter who you are around, you can adapt to that energy, but who are you and how do you want to show up? But there's this whole other side of you that many people don't know about. You're so talented, so talented and creative behind closed doors. It's time to share your inner talents and abilities with others. The last thing Spirit has to say is they're wanting you to find what naturally comes through for you in front of others. What naturally comes through for you in front of others. Okay, I think that's it for the chameleon. Beautiful messages, Spirit. Thank you so much. So now let's see, Scorpio, what the cards want to say for you guys today. Which way do I need to go? Oh, this way. Need to go this way. Okay. Scorpio. The energy feels so good, my loves. So let's see. I'm feeling the Moonology deck for you guys today. Thank you to every amount of source energy that goes into guiding, loving, protecting, and supporting us along our journeys. Our souls, fucking thank you. Calling in messages of the highest good only. Messages to push these beautiful souls watching these videos to the path that they truly desire. Bringing messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity for you guys. Alright, two more. Two more for Scorpio. Alright. Current energy. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. Current energy. And, okay, come on now. Influencing energy. Step out of your comfort zone. Yep. So true. And binding energy to your current person and situation. You are good enough, Scorpio. So the reason we have that hidden aspect of ourselves that is so beautiful because it's like the innocence of who we are, the true essence of who we are, the little child that is inside of us that, you know, there's that version of us that we kind of keep tucked away because judgment, that's like one of the shadow sides of Scorpio I have noticed is we're very fucking judgmental. Like, forever judging ourselves and wondering if we're good enough because we're so good at adapting and being whatever we need to be to fit in. Because we're used to doing that, because it's like to please someone else, you adapt to be this version of yourself that fits in with their energy, right? But, whoops, hold up. But instead, like I said, that energy of being able to adapt but still show up authentic and naturally who you are. Overall energy for Scorpio, please. Look at the bigger picture. full moon in Sagittarius. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with, could be a Leo, could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with. So let's see, what else for Scorpio? I want to use these, yes. So I do feel like there's someone that you're dealing with. It does feel like a romantic love interest or someone that you are currently pursuing. And this person, the space that you two have created together, this person has given you the space that you need to see how worthy you are. This person and this foundation that you've built together allows you to dive deeper into the truths of who you are and bring that inner child to the surface, to play, to co-create, right? There's someone that Spirit is trying to guide you to play with, to learn the lesson of, for one, embracing who you are. There, you have so many gifts, Scorpio. You have so many talents. You have so many abilities. Yet you let your ego beat you up, because for some of you, like, you had to be the best at everything you did when you were a kid. You wanted to be the best at everything that you did, and you were adaptable. You were good at it. You were good at adapting to whoever and whatever you needed to be successful and to connect with others. But there was always that little piece of yourself hidden away in like a little treasure chest. But now it's time to pull that version of yourself out, because there's some limiting self-belief, some doubt when it comes to that part of yourself, because you haven't allowed that inner child to play with others often. You haven't allowed that part of yourself to be brought to the surface. You're like already judging or trying to figure out what other people would think if you brought that aspect of yourself out. But the feeling that I'm getting right now is whatever you are hiding, Spirit is giving you the opportunity and the safe space to bring it to the surface. Whether that is art, whether that is a conversation, whether that is your fears, sharing your fears with someone, letting them into that space so that you can. Because here's the thing, y'all, when we have fears and we just let them play in our head, we start to believe them. If we don't bring them to the surface, they start to control us. So sometimes this space is created for us to surface our fears in a safe place and be able to see through the illusion of the fears that the ego has created and decide what is natural for you, what is best for you, how do you want to show up, what do you need to release, what do you need, Scorpio? What do you need, Scorpio, to be what God created you to be? All of the aspects of yourself, God accepts them. So Spirit is asking you to accept yourself too, so that you can co-create, so that you can play with others. It's a very beautiful energy, Scorpio. It really is. But I know it can also be a little uncomfortable to be in that space, because you're like, no one's ever seen this. No one's ever seen this work. No one's ever seen this, picture or this painting that I've done. No one's ever seen the cartoon characters that I created and the storylines that I gave. No one's ever seen, fill in the blank. And it's fun when we find a soul that we're comfortable enough with to actually show all those parts of ourselves. And it's like, through showing that person and you seeing them accept that version of you, you are a little bit more willing to accept yourself. One more shuffle. Oh shit. Let's see, Scorpio. I knew that was going to come out for some reason. The answer is no in the reverse. So I guess the answer is yes. Is that how you'd read that? I feel like some of you are afraid that this person's going to leave you. This person's going to abandon you. But here's the thing, Scorpio. You don't show your authentic self You don't show your inner child, your purity, your dreams, your goals, your gifts, your abilities. You don't show those things for any validation outside of yourself. You show those things because it is what God created you to be, because it is your truth, because it is who you are. So what I'm saying is, when you do allow yourself to surrender to what is before you, when you allow yourself to surrender to the divine and your higher self instead of your ego's fears, it's not for that other person to validate your worth. That's not why you're doing that. You're sharing that part of yourself without any attachment. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm hearing for you guys is to share. They're guiding you to share those aspects of yourself, your gifts, your abilities, your talents, your fears, your dreams. They're asking you to share that version of yourself without any external attachment, especially emotional for you, Scorpio, without the emotional attachment that they need to validate what I have to offer. And I struggle with that too. Like, I have these beautiful downloads come in and they mean so much to me, and I share them with Danny. Danny's like, okay. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, where's my validation of how awesome this message is? Where's my validation of the emotions that I'm feeling? You know what I mean? And it's just a process, and it's nothing wrong with being that way. You live and you learn, right? But you got to take that wall down. Uncharted territory. Just go for it. Look at that. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Inner child came out in the reverse. You are good enough. There is a part of you, Scorpio, that you tell yourself, that inner child. You can imagine that, like, 5-year-old you coming up and showing you the picture that she created, and you're looking at yourself, this little 5-year-old girl. She showed you this picture that she drew, and you take it and you're like, gosh, you could have drawn the house a little bit better. Why didn't you color this yellow? You should have colored this yellow. You should have colored this green, but it's pretty good. And you give it back to them. And that's like how you treat your inner child, like a critic, judgmental, nitpicking yourself. Scorpio, you have got to learn to be nice to yourself. And if you really pay attention, you'll see that the relationship that you have with yourself dictates the relationship that you have with other people. And when you're mean and hateful and judgmental and critical and nitpicking yourself, that energy has no choice but to be as within, so without. So that's going to show up within your connections. You might find yourself being really mean or rude or hateful to the person that you're dealing with. But it's because you won't accept that your inner child, that you are good enough. You are good enough, Scorpio. It's time to hit that fuck it button, Scorpio. And okay, Metamorphosis at the bottom of the deck. So let's do these. What's my time at? Oh, I'm only at 20-some minutes. I'm doing pretty good. The reason your inner child can't come out, the reason there's that barrier, is because you are so judgmental of that inner child before you even show that version of yourself. You've already got it figured out in your head what you think they're going to think about you, how they're going to judge you, what they're going to label you as. Are you going to be good enough? And it's just like, damn, Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? When you recognize that you're in those lower vibrational thoughts, first off, is this mine? Is this my energy? Or am I picking up on the energy with the people that I'm connected with? And if it's not yours, Scorpio, send it the fuck back. Bye. See you later. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I first figured that out, when I was helping other people transmute energy, I wasn't really helping them because they weren't learning their lessons, and I was taking on too much. And it was draining me, right? One more shuffle for Scorpio. Ooh, okay. So let's check out. I guess I'll get one on the abandoned. What do we need to know about abandonment? What does Scorpio need to know about abandonment? Is there an abandonment wound? What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, it had to fly on the floor like, bro. Ooh, Intuitive and sensitive. It is time to nurture yourself, Scorpio. It is time to nurture your inner child. It's time to love on your. Have you ever just hugged yourself, Scorpio, and just snug for a second? Maybe a little kiss, right? Like, have you ever just loved on yourself like that? It might sound a little weird, but it feels so good when you acknowledge yourself, when you love on yourself. Okay. What else about the Queen of Cups? Why the Scorpio? I'm not done with y'all now. Keep all my cards on the floor. Divine Feminine energy, the Empress. You can feel all the change that has taken place within you. And it's like this fight between your ego now and your true self. See the illusion. If it doesn't feel good, Scorpio, it's not in alignment with the truth. If it doesn't feel good, it's not in alignment with the truth. Give me one more. Are you serious right now? Oh. So you can feel the change, right? And you can feel that you're creating this brand new foundation. Oh my God, the Divine Feminine, Empress, and the Four of Wands. Check it out. It's time to celebrate. Cut yourself some slack. Recognize how far you have come. Love on yourself. Play a little bit. Co-create. Allow yourself to just be free, right? So let's see. What do they need to surrender? This barrier, Spirit. Oh my God, they didn't fall on the floor. Steady progress. That was the first thing I got when I tapped into your energy. Slow and steady wins the race. Messages of love in the reverse. So, for some of you, this foundation, there's like this battle, right? There's this battle to finishing, like the final product of this new foundation that you have built, okay? And for some of you, you need to surrender to stepping out of your comfort zone. You need to surrender to the uncharted territory, because like that's where you're gonna shine. If you just allow yourself to go there, to be present, to be in front of people, like to express yourself authentically. I feel like for some of you, you really have a barrier that is being created between you and your soulmate or your current partner that you're dealing with. The disconnection is coming from your own negative self-talk. You beating yourself up, you nitpicking yourself, you judging yourself, labeling yourself, right? The disconnection between whatever relationship you are in is coming from the disconnect with self, where you are judging yourself, where you're telling yourself you're not good enough, where your inner child comes out to play and you shut her the fuck down because you've already established in your head what other people are going to think about her. Oh my God, Scorpio, you know what I mean? I ain't even trying to be like that, but the surrender seems hard because you're vulnerable in that moment, right? You're so vulnerable and like sensitive and like it's not in your comfort zone, right? But once you just surrender to the uncharted territory, that is how it's like, by releasing control is how you maintain control and balance, okay? Don't let your ego beat you up. Don't let pride get in your way, right? That's your current energy. So let's see about the inner child. Or actually, I think I'll clarify this page of cups real quick. So I'm hearing for some of you, you've been in a connection, and lately the connection you feel like is kind of like going downhill, but it really hasn't gone downhill. It's just you listening to your ego, the filter that you put on when you look at this person. That's what it is. It's not that you've lost the connection. It's not that the connection isn't there, that the love isn't there. The love is there, but you have to connect to it differently, and you can't connect to love by not loving yourself, right? So let's see what this Page of Cups is about. Page of Cups, please, Spirit. Some of you, twin flame connection at the bottom of the deck with the Lovers and the Nine of Cups with fulfillment, satisfaction. Some of you, when those doubts about yourself come up, when those fears come up, you know, so there's two parts. There's a part where you have to accept yourself. You have to stop judging yourself. You have to love yourself and reconnect, right? Reconnect with the truth, with your higher self. And then there's another part. Well, let me finish the first part. Reconnect with your higher self and kind of like go into that meditative state of like releasing whatever you feel like is causing you or blocking you from being your authentic self, right? So going within to establish that clear connection to your inner child, comforting your inner child, nurturing your inner child, loving your inner child, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, going to your inner child and be like, look, you a badass bitch and we about to fuck some shit up. Like, you know what I mean? Hype yourself up, love yourself, motivate yourself, inspire yourself, okay? And then there's another part, that's all like to yourself, by yourself type shit. And then there's another part where it's like you actually need to, on a 3D level, on a physical level, show the transformation, everything that's going on within, everything that happened during that meditative state, everything that came up, everything that was released, the block that was removed so that your inner child can shine, right? There's the second part of like needing to express it externally, letting the transformation and the metamorphosis that's happened within, allowing that to be birthed and created outside of yourself. Divine feminine energy with the 4 of Wands. Can't make this shit up, y'all, okay? I think that was all the messages, y'all. I really think that was it. Yep, that's it. So, Scorpio. Beautiful energy, you guys, okay? Like, I hope those messages helped you. I hope they resonated with you guys. Thank you all for assisting me on my journey, for supporting me, for loving me, for coming back every time to get these messages. And I do have a final message card I'll pull for you guys. For Scorpio, Angel Oracles. And remember, Scorpio, sometimes we're looking so far ahead of ourselves, judging the path ahead of ourselves, therefore creating it, right? Because we're thinking about it and our thoughts are what create our reality. But sometimes we're so caught up in projecting what we believe is going to happen. Oh shit, what was it? Oh, that we forget. Like, we're like preparing for the unknown, right? The uncharted territory. We're like preparing, but we don't even know what we need. Instead of focusing so much on the future and what it's going to bring, focusing on the moment here and now, and asking the angels and the ascended masters and archangels for what you need. Sometimes all we need is the will to step outside our comfort zone. So we pray to God, to Jesus, to whoever you'd like to pray to, and we pray to them and we say, you know, Jesus, I ask for the will to step out of my comfort zone. I'm thankful for the unknown and I trust myself to take aligned action. When I commit to plans, I know that Spirit is always going to show up for me with more than enough energy to follow through, right? We have to communicate with the universe, but the main message that I'm getting right now is to remind you to ask for what you need in this moment right now, Scorpio. This moment right now. No, whatever you may need, you can ask for anything, right? No matter how small it may be, it might just be, like I said, the will to do something. But anyways, your final message is, let your past go. The burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. So that's also refers to like being willing to forgive yourself and others, being willing to take responsibility for what you created in the past and your point of attraction in this moment, taking responsibility for your own experience because you did create it on some level. You are not a victim. It was never happening to you. It was always happening for you. And with that being said, Scorpio, I think we fucked it up today. Oh, I love what I do. Thank you guys for all of your support, all of your abundance, all of the love donations that you guys send to my PayPal. Really appreciate you guys, and it makes me feel so loved and I'm just grateful and humbled that I can bring messages that add value to you guys in your path. I'm getting emotional. I got to go, Scorpio. I love you. Everything I do all for you guys. Empress of Duality out.